Parents make no sense. Video by Cheats. Let's see what Cheats is talking about.
Admin permissions. They'll lecture you about parents are wild. They're like NPCs with admin permissions. They'll lecture you about being responsible while eating leftovers that expired during the Obama administration. So today we're breaking down the dumbest things that parents do, because if they can roast us for existing wrong, we can return the favor. So let's get into it. Starting it off, we have saying, quote, because I said so. This is the final boss of parent arguments. It's the Uno reverse card of parenting. You come prepared with logic, reasoning, charts, and a full closing statement. You could literally be representing yourself in the Supreme Court and they shut everything down with 5 words. Because I said so. Conversation deleted.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really say to that. That because I said so, you feel me? It's undefeated, really.
Appeal denied. The case has been thrown out of parent court and the judge has left for lunch. Parents treat this phrase like it is a scientifically supported explanation, like as if we're supposed to respond, oh, right, because you said so. Well, then if you phrase it like that, I mean, the math checks out. This is not problem solving. This is a dominance display, like a gorilla chest beating, but in English. The wild part is they could just admit they don't have a good reason. They can say, I don't know, or I'm tired, or stop bothering me before I explode. But no, they double down with full authority mode. Parents act like asking why is an act of terrorism. You're not even arguing, you just want details. Can I go outside? No. Why? Because I said so. Suddenly they're yelling about bills they paid 5 years ago, how their back hurts, how you never take the chicken out of the freezer, none of which has anything to do with going freaking outside. Parent logic is insane. They can be wrong, but you're still wrong. You can have facts, but they have rank. You can have a point, but they...
Bro, parents are the ultimate rage baiters, bro. It's just a fact. They're the ultimate rage baiters. They know how to get you out your character, like, you feel me?
Have a belt. And the best part, they have this ultimate loophole, which is saying, one day when you're a parent, you'll understand. No, I won't. I'm not gonna shut down my kid's question, because this is what because I said so actually means. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm clinging to authority like a flotation device. It's parenting on easy mode. They didn't win the argument, they just unplugged the console. Alright, next up we have saying, quote, we have food at home. This is the parent classic. The moment you even think about mentioning
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Those might be the most hurtful words to ever form a sentence. We have food at home? Oh my gosh. The way you feel after you hear those words, bro. If you know, you know.
McDonald's, they activate their inner budgeting officer like, we don't need to waste money, we have perfectly good food at home. Yeah, about that. You know, parents will open up the fridge and point to anything with calories and call it a meal. The fridge will look like the aftermath of a grocery store looting, nothing but chaos and survivor items, and they'll present you with a single slice of ham folded like origami, bread so stale it could be used as a home defense, a can of beans that predates your existence, and an apple that has definitely been through trauma. And they expect you to combine these items like you're auditioning for MasterChef Apocalypse Edition. And if you dare to point out that the fridge is a biological hazard, suddenly you're ungrateful. You don't appreciate what you have. Oh, I appreciate it, I just don't want to fight it. What they don't understand is we're not asking for a $200...
It's like they always have stuff. Like, it might be some stuff in the fridge, but it's like they don't complete a meal. You feel me? Like, they don't complete a meal. You'll have, like, bread with baking soda with mustard. Like, you feel me? Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Like, technically, yes, there's food in the fridge. There's food at home. Technically. But it doesn't work together at all.
Steakhouse meal. We just want one warm food item that didn't require a tetanus shot beforehand. But nope, we're on the Great Depression meal plan because apparently getting a 10-piece nugget is financial ruin. So technically there may be food at home, but it sure as hell isn't food that people want to be consuming.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie though. We have food at home. You feel me? I'm starting, like, in this economy, bro, I ain't gonna hold you though. I can't even be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, gang, you just gotta eat what you got in the fridge, bro. I be telling myself that sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes, bro, I gotta tell myself, man, we got food at home. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that. You feel me? Cause bro, you can't just be wasting money on food like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can't, bro. So you gotta tell, bro. I'm telling you, gang. We got food at home. You get older, you gonna start saying that to yourself, man. Self, we got food at home. Don't even worry about that. Chick-fil-A.
Apologizing without actually apologizing. Parents treat the word sorry like it's
Yeah, bro. They can never apologize. I don't know if he's gonna bring this up. He's probably gonna bring it up. This is I don't know about all parents, but I know what my mom used to do. You feel me? If she did something to me that maybe hurt my feelings or whatever, she wouldn't apologize. You know what I'm saying? She let me go to my room, cry, do what I got to do, and then she'll come to my room a little bit afterwards, and she'll be like, "Come get your food." That's how it happened, bro. Come get your food. Come eat. And you knew she was sorry. You feel me? Yeah. Or you feel me? This is what they do now when you try and bring up something that they did in the past. They'll act like it never happened. They'll act like it never happened. They'll act like they didn't do they'll act like they didn't do it. It is what it is, bro. Yeah, but they can't say those words though. I'm sorry? No, bro.
copyrighted. They will not say it out loud. They will go to extreme lengths to avoid admitting they were wrong. And the most common strategy is they become a reward vendor. They'll slam your door, yell like you committed tax fraud, and then an hour later show up like a medieval merchant handing out peace offerings. A random candy bar, your favorite snack from the store, a new video game accessory, a shirt you didn't even ask for, $20, but only an awkward silence. This is the parental version of saying, anyway, I love you and I feel kind of bad, but my pride is stronger than my vocabulary. They could have just apologized like a normal person, yet somehow it's easier to financially compensate you for the emotional damage. Parents really
I
think
guess that's what other people did. We was broke, so we ain't do that. You feel me? Honestly, I would have. I mean, I used to be happy if my mom would be like, "Hey, it's food downstairs, whatever." But I would have liked that too. You feel me? Give me some money. I would have liked that.
they're running a gift-based forgiveness system. Step 1, cause psychological warfare. Step 2, hand you a surprise soda. Step 3, conflict erased, emotions reset, move on. If apologies were currencies, parents would be broke, but gifts, they'll drop guilt money like they're funding a startup. Pizza equals I yelled too much. Starbucks equals I overreacted, but don't make me say it. New clothes equals I crossed the line, but let's never mention it again. Parents would rather walk barefoot across Legoland than say I'm sorry I messed up, but if they roll up with your favorite fast food without explanation, yeah, that's the closest thing to a genuine apology you're getting. And the weird part is it actually works. We accept the food, we accept the gifts, we let the whole argument evaporate like Snapchat messages because parents don't apologize.
I guess that's what my little sister, gets to experience. I ain't get that treatment though. That's crazy. So y'all were out here, your parents would actually buy you stuff when they. That's kind of weird. It's not weird, but it's kind of crazy. Like, if they do something to you, instead of apologizing, they'll like buy you something. Gang, all I got was food cooked. Like, bro, it was gonna happen regardless. Wait, so y'all got stuff like as an apology? Like y'all got stuff bought for? Wow, hold on. I really missed out on that. Hold on. Y'all got stuff. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but y'all got stuff like bought as an apology. And all I got was what we already had in the crib. That was going to have to get cooked regardless because we had to eat. Wow.
Is they just bribe the trauma away. Next up, we have telling you to go make friends and then getting mad when you leave the house. Parents love to act like you're some antisocial goblin who needs sunlight and interaction. They'll say things like how kids these days don't go outside, but the moment you actually touch grass, they transform into the FBI surveillance mode. Suddenly it's, where are you? Who are you with? When are you coming back? Send a picture holding today's newspaper so I know you're safe. Oh, you told me to go outside. Now you're acting like I joined a cartel. They want you off the game, off your phone, out with friends, but they also want total GPS tracking rights at all times. If they had it their way, you'd be outside, but still within Bluetooth range of the house. They'll push you to socialize, go make some real friends, but as soon as you do, they become jealous of every plan, suspicious of every friend, shocked that other households have snacks. Parents want you to live your best life as long as that life happens in your bedroom by 8 p.m. But even worse is when they set a curfew. It's like they purposely pick a time that makes no sense, like 7:30 p.m. in the summer, when the sun is still blinding. And if you come home like a minute late, they hit you with a lecture like, you're never home anymore. You kicked me out. Parents want friends for you, but they hate every single friend you bring around. They're too loud, they're too quiet, they're too tall, they're breathing wrong. Every friend has a flaw worthy of interrogation. They don't want you inside, they don't want you outside, they want you in a weird parent-approved limbo where you don't inconvenience them, but you also don't have fun. Their perfect world, you'd meet your friends in a brightly lit library with church music playing while wearing a tracker anklet. And if that's what having a social life means, yeah, I'm logging back into Fortnite. Alright, next up we have oversharing your personal life to complete strangers. Parents have zero filter. They will reveal your deepest, darkest secrets to someone you've never met, like it's community news. You'll be standing there silently, minding your own business, and suddenly your life story becomes the conversation starter at a Target checkout. The cashier asks one question, do you want a bag? The parent response is, this one failed their math quiz and hasn't done laundry in 3 weeks. Why are we bringing that up here? Is there a discount for humiliation? Parents treat your personal information, it's like anime filler content. If there's silence, they just fill it with the trauma you didn't agree to publish. They will tell a complete stranger when you got your first pimple, when you cried at the dentist, how many times you failed your driving test, your GPA, which relative you hate, what medication you take. They act like HIPAA doesn't apply to parent-child relationships. And it's always when you're right there, forced to stand like an NPC in the background, pretending you can't hear your own character lore being leaked. Then the parent expects you to participate in the conversation they just created. Oh, tell them about the time you peed your pants in 2nd grade. No, I will not be providing a comment. Meanwhile, if you mention one embarrassing story about them, they'll look at you like you committed a war crime. Like, why'd you say that? That's private. Oh, so privacy matters when it's your colonoscopy results, but not when it's my entire reputation and dating prospects? They want you to be a strong and independent individual, but will expose every weakness you've ever had before you shake someone's hand. At the end of the day, parents are just grown-up kids who got handed a house, a car, and a child with zero training. They're glitching through life the same way that we are, just with more back pain and stronger opinions. So they do dumb stuff, we do dumb stuff. It's the circle of pain. One day we're gonna be the ones yelling about the thermostat and scraping.
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's definitely real. They're just grown-up kids, you feel me? They did not know what they were doing, and they did the best, you know, they did the best that they could. So we gotta give them a little grace, you feel me? Cut them a little slack. Not too much slack, because it's like some stuff, you feel me, it was just unnecessary. But yeah, man, I don't know. But this was a great video. Shout out to Cheats, you feel me? Cheats' videos are great. They're awesome. So, but yeah, this was a very, everybody can relate to this. Like, I just can't believe that y'all got stuff as an apology. Like, your parents went and bought you something to apologize, and I just got food that we already had. That's crazy. Let me know if if that happened to y'all. Let me know in the comments. You feel me? If that happened to y'all. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. You feel me? If you did, make sure to like. You know what I'm saying? Turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Subscribe, and we out of here, man. We out.